Hey guys, you know how you get everything planned out how it's going to go and all of a sudden something jumps up and screws up the whole deal? That kind of happened to me a couple of days ago. Let me show you what I'm into now. Wonder if I'll get out of it. Probably. So I'd been working on the little motorhome and having a good time at it, and things were kind of coming together. The Birchhaven that I've got all the other videos on, and was feeling pretty good about it, getting a little bit of stuff done. Facebook Marketplace, up jumps the devil. My little old Birch has got 95,000 miles on it, and it's pretty rough, but it'll be pretty nice time I get finished with it. But on Facebook, I look, and all of a sudden this thing hops up. 35,000 miles. Got the biggest dang windows I've ever seen in my life in a motorhome. They've been stuck in there. The weird part about this, or one of the weird parts about this, is it's got lights and these side incident lights. It's got a Honda EV6010 liquid cooled generator. I think it's a 6 kilowatt. Pretty good reputation. People like them. Thing's big as a Volkswagen. Fired it up. Sounds good. It's got a gas leak right now, so it's about to kill me, but noise wise it sounds all right. Well, I thought we was going to shut that pump off. There we go. Hold. So that's the air pump. That's another story. It's going to make a liar out of me. Batteries are getting kind of old. They're about 4 years old, so I'm not sure if they'll come back or not. The little motor sounds pretty good. I let it run a heat cycle. Took and drove it around in the back 40 back there, the fella's property, and got it up fast enough it hit second gear, so it shifts. This all's been added. That's kind of some of that ambulance Transmode paramedic type stuff. Wigwags. Left mirror, right mirror, those ain't right. I'm gonna have to get those fixed. Probably had to get a wiring harness for that thing, but it's got those really nice mirrors on it. Glass is broke on both of them. This lower one, they're the high zoot plastic ones, Ramco's. They sell all the pieces for them still yet. One of the things that really caught my eye was these dang wheels. They don't make them but in few batches every once in a while because there's just no demand for them anymore. But these are nice. Got said Michelin tires on it, and I can't find the date code on them, but I'll probably run them for a while. They look good. Don't see any checks on the sidewalls or anything. Really clean under the hoods. Some more of that crazy ambulance stuff. Got 2 batteries over here. Mine's got 1 battery on this side with a battery tray, but it's got the little generator on this side too, and this thing didn't come out with a generator. Pretty sure this has been custom-made, since how it's silicone. These are not stock. They had a little hot rod upgrade kit to put the square rectangular headlights in it. Bumpers are real nice. It's got a couple of oh crap hooks on it. And an oil cooler. I don't know if that's transmission or engine, but it's not factory, unless it was an option of some kind. Fend oil pan on the transaxle, that ought to be worth at least 40 horsepower or so. Oh, I'm seeing a drip. I think I found my fuel leak. Yeah, dripping right there. I bet you it's a fuel pump. That shouldn't be too horrible. Probably just have to take the front end off a little bit. These dang things, except for the 77s and 78s, some of them I've seen, and I know there's probably some that aren't like this, but they've all got this dang wavy sides on them, like they're oil canned in. I don't know if that has anything to do with these dang windows or not. I kind of doubt it. Especially the 73s and 4s. See that a lot, but I don't guess it'll hurt a thing. Rear bumper's good. It's got a nice hitch on it, and wired for lights, and got the brake controller. These windows are CR Lawrence. They're a custom type window. There's a lot of the guys were putting them in to replace the factory windows. I kind of like the factory ones because they got that, they're split where half of it's glass. You open it up and you can get a lot of breeze through there. This was just a little extra compartment, I suppose. The wheel well's right here, but man, that's an awful big thing to cover a wheel well, because I don't think it comes out but halfway there. There's the little air ride or air suspension thing. The pump's way down there in the bottom. It just hammers like a son of a gun and don't seem to do much, so it's probably wore out. There's that little Honda. Looks pretty cool. Little radiator on it. Huh. Didn't get a good look at it the other day because, well, I just didn't. There's my spare. I don't think it's ever been bolted on anything. And here's the electrical brains of it. Stop engine before switch to off position. There's some battery connectors. I'll see where all that goes to. Got to be one of them to the generator. There's a little control wire. This is the generator control switch. Shows 23 hours. It's dead. Battery's dead on it. Little breaker box. That may be like the factory thing that come in on it. Kind of strange it says heat. I didn't know it had heat anywhere. It's got 2 air conditioning units. Ancient ones. Pre-wired for optional heat. So there may be a little heat strip in there. I'll have to pop that loose and see. These things are about 50 years old. It's got this track lighting, which is kind of jazzy. I don't know if it's 110 or 12 volt, probably 110. Friggin' halogen bulbs in it that'll about melt your hair if you have any. It has these flex steel chairs in it, which are kind of cool. They're comfortable. When I first saw the pictures, they look pretty ratty, but looking at them in person, they look pretty good. Need to take some hand cleaner to them. It kind of looks like it might have had some motor work done on it, because this oil stuff is kind of a weird residue to be where it's at. But I don't really see any evidence down there. That gas smell's about to knock me down, though. It's got to be that dang fuel pump. Okay, we'll take a good gander at the ballroom here. It won't look that big in there for very long when I start putting crap in there. I wish that generator was a little more narrow, but it ain't. I don't know about putting a bed right up on top of that. Might have to take a run at it if I do that. That's the main thing I'm worried about, place to sleep. That's weird, this has got those corners on it. Some of these had cargo doors in them. I don't know if this one might have had or not. Kind of looks unusual. There's me some snaps pre-installed for some covers. That's kind of a neat deal. If I can cut some shades for it, stick in there and snap them on. Might be kind of neat. Okay, it's got the rail here for a shade to go all around the front. And then I've got one that'll go somewhere up here, so I could put a shade across here and then the window shade up front. About the only real fogging I'm seeing is by that upright there, so it hasn't reached out too far. It's got a little bit around here, but the weird part is it's really fogged up in this corner. That is about as far away from being a problem as I can imagine, though, since you can't even see it from the driver's side. But yeah, there's the little beastie. I think it's already leaking the air out of the dang bag in the back, because it looks like it's trying to drag its tail already. The fella I got it from has a shop right here, LZ's RV Service, and he ran a hose out, air hose out for me, and I aired it up a while ago. I've aired up plenty of them with my little cheesy air compressor from the van, though. I'll probably do that again in a minute and see if I can see any noise coming, hear any noise coming out of it. And I got to run under there and kind of look at the fuel pump. Well, thanks for dropping by and checking on me. I sure appreciate it. I'm kind of enjoying the idea of this thing being able to, should be able to get out and do some camping and piddling around in it this summer, or spring and summer, which it was kind of pretty questionable on the on the other one if I was going to get it going at all next summer. So feeling a little better about this one. And the low miles is nice. If I'm off in the Bojack somewhere, it's a little less likely to need attention. Of course, by the time I got that other one completely finished, I'd know every nut and bolt on it, so I could probably tell from the noise what needed tightened or replaced. So anyway, check back with me. There's a diesel heater in this thing's future, of course. I'm trying to get some little diagrams figured out of where everything's at underneath it, so I can clear things. There's not a lot under it, I don't think, compared to my Birchhaven, because it's a Transmode. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. They built these things basically where they were semi-finished. I don't even know if they had seats in them or not when they shipped them out. Probably did, to the companies that built them. One of the guys, Jim Bounds, had one that was a postal vehicle. And I've heard some stories. Some of the wilder looking ones with the rear hatches and stuff were started life of Transmodes. And they're all, I think, pretty much, well, I'm pretty sure they're all 23 footers, which I didn't even notice this was a 23 foot one when I first saw it, but it sure enough is. Anyway, blabbering on enough. Check back with me later and I'll have some more fascinating information for you. Take her easy.